So ever since I was asked to be a commentator for the hcst, a small Hive Clan scrim tournament, I have always been fascinated with the Hive scrim community in competition and strategy. And I may not be the best at those things, but it's still fun to think about nonetheless. In February, after my gig as a commentator was over, I decided I want to immortalize my love for the scrim community and make a video on it. I spent months DMing clan leaders who I don't know, some of which probably found me as an annoying kid invading their personal bubble, so thank these people for not going off at me after me asking an extremely long questionnaire, most of these people anyway. I actually did get some clan leaders telling me to get lost, but it just comes with the job, man. That's just life, and like it totally didn't hurt my feelings at all. Just real quick before the video continues, after recording this script I realized that I never actually asked for anyone's skin file, probably because I felt like I was bothering them. So just know that the skins I use in this video to represent other people are just not even close to what their skin might actually be. I'm going to try and color coordinate a little bit, but just keep that in mind. But YouTube analytics say that only 60% of—
Shut up, nerd. Nobody cares about your YouTube analytics. Stupid.
So to start at the very beginning, in February, I sent a DM to a bunch of Hive Clan leaders to interview them on how they became a successful leader. One of the first people I talked to was a clan owner, JJ, who was the founder of a clan called Dawn. It came to the question where I asked what led you to start a clan of your own when he brought up the name of another clan he used to be a part of called XO. I didn't really pursue this clan because he said it disbanded a while ago, but he sent me an interview for that as well, which was pretty pog. Fast forward a couple days and I was talking with another leader, Jared, who was the scrim captain for a clan, Valor, and realized he joined Valor close to the time XO disbanded, and he had an XO in the front of his Hive IGN. I don't remember when it happened, but I remember one day I was watching a video made by Zoff about Hive Clan's tier list, and realized XO was a clan on that list. Now, this video was made back in September of 2020, but I think I had gathered enough reason to pursue XO Clan as the centerpiece of this video. First, I messaged back with Jared and asked him if he remembered being in XO Clan, in which he said yes. And also, I started DMing a bunch of other XO members to see where they went after the disband. Now, XO Clan was a big clan that was active for around a year and a half, so to save time on this video, I am only going to be talking about the original members and just some important players in XO's growth. Now, XO Clan was founded by two friends, XO Earth Angel and X Once Forgotten, who created a Discord server to play on the Hive with a bunch of their friends that included JJ and XO Bella Grace. They grinded treasure wars together and called themselves Official X, but its permanent name wasn't released until December when the first announcement for Hive Swarms came out, in which they renamed themselves XO. Over time, they added some new people like XO Thick, XO Mark, Reekoist, Zoff, Shark V, Conduit, Alonk, XO Hayden, XO Razor, Leo, and Spikeop. There were much more than that, but for the sake of this video, we are only going to stick with these guys. During this time, a new clan called Valor was one of the first clans to join the scrim community as well, and with so little teams back in 2019, Valor and XO ended up meeting and scrimming each other. This would lead to a chain of scrims in 2020, sparking one of the first clan rivalries in the community. Valor and XO would scrim once every month leading into the end of 2020 in Treasure Wars squads. Let's start at the scrim in March. Playing for XO was the leader XO Earth Angel, Spikeop, and XO Thick, along with one other random person that went on to lose 3-0 in the first scrim. Now, I'm not going to be including a lot of scrim results because I honestly think that they're possibly rigged because they all say that Valor won 3-0, but who knows, maybe they did, maybe I'm just overthinking this. In April, they scrimmed again, now with Spikeop, XO Thick, and JJ on the front lines of the scrim. Skipping the May scrim because there's nothing special with May, sorry if your name's May. But going to the June scrim, it would be the last time XO Thick and JJ teamed up with each other for a scrim. Now, I am aware that XO scrimmed other clans, so these two might have even ended up scrimming together, even more than what I'm claiming. Now, there is a gap in this perfect timeline, August, where XO did not scrim against Valor. This is where crap started to hit the fan. JJ announced he was going to be taking a break from Minecraft and temporarily leaving XO. Conduit was also kicked from XO, I don't actually know why. Zoff was also kicked for toxicity. XO Razor left to pursue his career in Swim Clan. And finally, XO Thick left with the invitation to go to another clan. It was no wonder why XO didn't scrim in August, because they lost so many of their consistent scrim players. Now, not only did Exothic leave XO, he was invited to go and scrim for Valor. And when XO went up against Valor for the final time in the September scrim, I think the founder, XO Earth Angel, was shocked to say the least when she saw Exothic right across from her playing for the other team. Another crazy thing that happened was that XO Razor also left Swim Clan pretty early and joined Riot Clan that happened to have his old teammate Zoff after Zoff left XO the month prior. And literally the first Riot YouTube video that was ever posted was a wipeout in a scrim against XO Clan also in September. So Zoff got his revenge for being kicked, and the two of them are still in Riot Clan to this day. After these scrims in September, the founders XO Earth Angel and X Once Forgotten resigned and handed leadership over to XO Mark and XO Bella Grace. Many players were upset that their leaders since the beginning were leaving, but most players stayed to give it a shot. But almost instantly under the new commission, the server was raided and everyone previously in XO was forced to leave the Discord server, marking the end of one of the greatest scrim clans to ever be a part of the Hive community. Or maybe not, they might have been really bad, who knows? Where XO members went after the disband is complicated, even for me, so I did ask some XO members for extra help with this segment. Okay, not extra help, huge help. XO Hayden basically gave me perms in the Dawn Discord server for a bit to interview several XO members in a voice call. And I also got help from Zap Penguin and MP Hot Knight King for some smaller clan details. They did try their best to try and describe what happened, but again it's very complicated as not everyone stayed loyal. Just keep in mind that this is early October-ish, and Exothic went to Valor, Zoff and XO Razor went to Riot, and JJ was still on break. Okay, so first, two clans split with members of XO. There was clan 666, and then there was a clan that Reeyete and Shark V made. However, there was another clan called Knights that was led by Hot Knight King after the disband of Demons. These three clans decided to merge and call themselves Voltage under the leadership of Hot Knight King. This included the members XO Mark, Shark V, and Reeyete. Allegedly, they had gotten two really good players from EXE clan to come and join Voltage to create a really good A-team that would go and scrim Mystic's A-team and lose 3-1. The fall of Voltage was said to be caused from toxicity within the clan, and even some players cussing out other members of the A and B team. This resulted in Hot Knight King to leave the clan and start a new one called Amore, which lasted for much longer. However, Shark V was isolated from Amore for being one of the toxic members from Voltage, which left only XO Mark and Reeyete to join Amore along with an old XO member, Alonk. Hot Knight King was demoted to admin because he was busy with sports and left it to two strangers to lead the team. However, both leaders decided to quit early on and go to another clan, which kinda killed Amore. It was so sad because Amore had a steady A-team that went on to scrim Riot and participate in the first season of the Clan vs Clan hosted by Inertia, which I'll talk about later, cause here's where our story gets interesting. JJ came back from his break near the start of 2021 to find his old clan disbanded and nowhere to go. He found his friends in Amore and saw the terrible state Amore was in, so he started a new clan which ended up becoming Clan Dawn. This helped everyone in Amore come to his clan and be reunited again. This started with XO Mark, Reeyete, Alonk, and even JJ accepted Hot Knight King to join as well. JJ also went on a search to find some of his old teammates, which led in accepting Spikeop and XO Hayden. After learning that Exothic was still the leader for Valor and they had won the previous Clan vs Clan, JJ decided it was finally time to add some more firepower to the team, which led to accepting Cranex to their A-team. This boosted Dawn's popularity almost instantly, which finally led Dawn to be entered into Inertia's Clan vs Clan tournament. Quickly back to JJ's search, his old teammate Leo was also invited to Dawn, but he actually decided to decline the invite from JJ and went to join Avidity, which happened to have Shark V after he was isolated from Voltage. Avidity, by the way, was also participating in the Inertia tournament. So now is where I get to talk about the YouTube channel Inertia. Inertia is a YouTube channel with over 1,000 subscribers that host Hive Clan vs Clan tournaments. This channel gets like 100 concurrent viewers or something, it's insane. This is the biggest scrim community I could find, or at least this was the scrim community that would hold the battle between old XO teammates. After the success of their first Hive CVCs, Inertia announced in February the return of its most popular event. 24 teams enrolled originally, and what the tournament staff did was handpick 16 teams that they thought showed the most promise and add them into the tournament. They divided these 16 teams into 4 groups of 4, and each team would play each other once, and the 2 teams with the best records in each group would move on to the quarterfinals. So literally like the World Cup, Copa America, Euros, stuff like that. So since I'm not going to go through each stream frame by frame, writing down each event that happens, I'm going to refer to these clans as relating to the XO members associated with that clan. So even though most XO members did not participate in the clan vs clan tournament, I'm going to refer to these clans, the XO members, because they were still part of that clan, and I believe it would still feel like a win or loss to them as well. Starting in the group stage, Group 1 had Dawn, Baboon Clan, Omen, and Still Young. Dawn's first opponent was against Still Young, in which they won 3-0. Their second scrim was against Omen Clan. This was a tight battle between these two sides, with the score being 2-2 going into the final round. Dawn clutched up and won the third scrim. However, Omen asked to see a screen share from Reeyete, and to everyone's surprise, it was found that he was indeed cheating. I don't know how he was cheating, but JJ was forced to put Reeyete on probation, and the scrim was overruled in Omen's favor 3-0. Reeyete would then leave Dawn and go to Shrine after that. Their last scrim was against Baboon Clan. They had already gathered 6 points, so Dawn would need a shutout in order to move on to the finals. 1 point from Baboon Clan, and it was over. And that's exactly what they did. Dawn shut out Baboon 3-0, making this the final scores in Group 1, having Dawn go to the quarterfinals on a tiebreaker of least points allowed. Omen and Dawn went through to the quarterfinals. Group 2 had Avidity's A team that was registered as Forlidity, which included Leo. Also in that group was Tranquil, Alpha, and Excalibur. Avidity won all 3 group games, and Avidity and Tranquil moved on to the quarterfinals. Group 3 had Valor, Zapped, Kinoko, and Omen's B team. Valor, like Avidity, won all 3 group games and walked into the quarterfinals with Zapped. Group 4 had Avidity's B team, which was supported by no one to be honest, but they also won all 3 group games going into the quarterfinals with Baboon's D team. The quarterfinals started with Dawn vs Avidity's A team. This was a huge upset to Avidity, as Dawn was able to clutch once again and beat the team who was pretty much undefeated in the qualifiers. This was a very big shock to Avidity, as no one expected Dawn to beat them, so they were kind of like, hey, maybe we should put all our effort into the B team now. And Avidity B team went on to beat Zapped A in the next day. This would be followed by Omen beating Tranquil and Valor destroying Baboon D. The semifinals were now here, starting with Avidity B versus Omen. This was the first game that Avidity would be supporting the B team, and it was actually a close game, and Avidity B actually came up with the dub and went on to the finals. The most anticipated scrim in this community, however, was Valor versus Dawn. I don't even know what was going through the heads of these players. Dawn was the underdog, barely making it past the qualifying stage, and Valor was the favorite, being the winner of the past 4 Inertia tournaments. This stream, I don't even begin to explain. This stream got 200 concurrent viewers, and even I watched this scrim live. Okay, for this scrim, I am going to tell you that Cranex, Exomark were scrimming together, and against all odds, Dawn defeated the champions 3-1. However, it was not over. Dawn had one more scrim left. The finals against Avidity Clan, against the players who were rejected and isolated from Dawn in the first place. The stars were set for the perfect underdog story, a team who barely survived the group stage and clutched in the finals where it counted. Unfortunately, that's not what happened. No matter how much of a good story this would have been, Dawn lost in the finals to Avidity, and for the first time in Inertia's history, a B team held the title. Dawn said their GGs and went on with their lives. Now, just for the record, I am aware that ExoThick had actually quit the scrim community before the finals actually happened, but I did DM him on the night of the finals, and he said he was watching, so there is that fact. But to sum everything up, I think it's interesting to me when I watch these scrims and say, hey, these two guys used to be teammates. And with the new tournament going on Imperial, I think now is the perfect time to release this video. And for me personally, it's fun to think what would have happened if Dawn won, what would have happened if the raid never happened in the first place all the way back in XO, what if Angel and Once Forgotten never quit in the first place. But that is another story for another video. Now I need to give huge thanks to everyone who I interviewed for this video to work. I interviewed so many clans, and I just want to say I couldn't mention everyone's clan. So here's a tribute to everyone's clan I interviewed but didn't make it into this video. Also, I need to give thanks for these people for reviewing the video and giving me a thumbs up for this video. And please consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'm going to be trying to make more of these, so if you did enjoy, just click. That's all. And that's it for me. See ya.
You stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig in?